It's been months since we last heard from Lord Archimonde. I grow tired of watching over these rotting undead. What are we still doing here?
We were charged with overseeing this land, Deatherrock. It is our duty to remain here and ensure that the Scourge is ready for action.
True, though we should have received some kind of orders by now.
The Legion was defeated months ago. How could they not know?
Impossible to say. But the longer they remain in command, the more they run the Scourge into the ground.
What? Who could possibly...
Greetings, Dreadlords. I should thank you for looking after my kingdom during my absence. However, I won't be requiring your services any longer.
Prince Arthas.
This land is ours. The Scourge belongs to the Legion.
Not anymore, demon. Your masters have been defeated. The Legion is undone. Your deaths will complete the circle.
Never! This isn't over, human.
We knew you would return to us, Prince Arthas.
I have returned, Lich, but you will now address me as king. This is, after all, my land. Now we must secure the kingdom by scouring the last remnants of humanity from it.
But my king, the humans have begun to abandon their villages. They are fleeing to the canyon passes. If they escape into the mountains, it will be impossible to hunt them all down.
Then we must slaughter them before they escape. Their deaths will be a fitting tribute to Ner'zhul. What is it now? Finally. Ah, at last. Finally.
I shall be
I'll
your
look
eyes.
into it. No one orders me around.
I'm here.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers.
I've been thinking.
Our forces are under attack.
A fateful choice.
No one orders me around. Finally.
I'm here.
Our brethren need assistance.
What is it now? This is more like it.
Our forces are under
At
attack.
last.
Our brethren need assistance.
Target. Give the order.
Our forces are under attack. Our brethren need assistance.
I've no time for games.
An allied hero has been killed.
Show me a target. Done.
Tread lightly. Finally.
Our forces are under attack.
Arthas, you wear your father's crown as if you earned it. You may kill me, but my brethren will never stop hounding you.
I can't believe any of you survived the first purge. No matter. After today, your self-righteous order will cease to exist. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. You will know endless torment. This is more like it. Faithless coward. Finally. What
Our
is it
forces
now?
are under attack.
For the Lich King. You will know endless torment. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. At last. Finally.
Our forces are under attack.
Tread lightly. At last. Finally. At last.
I'm listening.
Speak, fool. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Finally. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
The shadows beckon.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Our brethren need assistance. The restless dead await.
No one orders me
The
around.
shadows beckon.
Finally. This is more like it. At
Show me
last.
target.
Our forces are under attack.
Speak, fool.
Our
No
brethren
one
need
orders
assistance.
me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Come, traitor, and taste the wrath of the Holy Light.
The pain is unbearable. What is happening to me?
Danger draws near. Power is fading. Time is running out.
King Arthas, do you need assistance?
No, the pain is past. But my powers are diminished. Something is terribly wrong here.
Shall we recall our forces?
No, I will finish the hunt. We'll solve this mystery once our business is done. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne
Our
hungers.
forces are under attack.
Stop them before they reach the pass. You called? In the Lich King's name. Burn. In the Lich King's name. Taste this. In the Lich King's name. Taste this. Burn. Taste this.
What is it now? Now, Frostmourne.
My talents are yours. A fateful choice.
Frostmourne hungers.
Is there something amiss? Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. In the Lich King's name. Yes, right away. Taste this. I've been thinking. Indeed. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. In the Lich King's name. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed.
Tremble before the scourge. Hero has been killed.
Tread lightly.
Our forces are under attack.
The shadows beckon. The dead shall serve.
No one orders me around.
My talents are yours. That sounds logical. A fateful choice.
Our
Taste
forces
this.
are under attack.
Burn. Taste this. In the Lich King's name. Indeed. A fateful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away.
Tread lightly.
I'm here. Give the order.
What is it?
Is there something amiss?
No one orders me around. Finally. At last, the Alliance is finished. Once we round up the last stragglers, we should be... not again.
It is I, the Lich King. Danger draws near the frozen throne. You must return to Northrend immediately. Obey!
My king, you are not well.
Take me back to the capital. I have a long journey ahead of me.
Lady Sylvanas, we are pleased that you came.
How could I not? For some reason, I no longer hear the Lich King's voice in my head. My will is my own once again. You Dreadlords seem to know why.
We've discovered that the Lich King is losing his power. As it wanes, so too does his ability to command undead such as you.
And what of King Arthas? What about his powers?
Though his runeblade Frostmourne carries powerful enchantments, Arthas's own powers will fade in time. It is inevitable.
You seek to overthrow him, and you want my help to do it.
The Legion may be defeated, but we are the Nathrazim. We'll not let some upstart human get the best of us. Arthas must fall.
The Lich Kel'Thuzad is far too loyal to betray his master. But you, on the other hand...
Hate him. I have my own reasons for seeking vengeance. Arthas murdered my people and turned me into this monstrosity. I may take part in your bloody coup, but I will do so in my own way.
I, for one, do not trust her. Her heart is still elven. She will never side with us.
Don't be too hasty. She has great spirit, but her hatred for Arthas will ultimately serve our cause.
Agreed. Well, if that's settled, let the festivities commence.
So the seizures have been getting worse?
Yes. With my powers drained, I can barely command my own warriors. The Lich King warned me that if I didn't reach Northrend soon, all could be lost.
Fear not, my king. Everything has been prepared for your departure. The ships are waiting at the coast, and...
There's been a change of plans, King Arthas. You're not going anywhere.
Assassins! It's a trap!
You should never have returned, human. Weakened as you are, we have assumed control over the majority of your warriors. It seems your reign was short-lived.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee! Escape from the city! I'll find my own way out and meet you in the wilderness.
All right, Lich. Good luck. Tread lightly. I'll make sure you suffer. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hunger.
Our master Kel'Thuzad sent us to aid you. Our new skeletal mages will make short work of the rebels.
Very good. We'll need to move quickly and find any others still loyal to me. We're going to need all the support we can get. This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last.
Our forces are under attack.
This is more like it.
Die.
Tread lightly. What is it now? No one orders me around. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Now, Frostmourne.
By Nerub. The rebels nearly had us, King Arthas.
I would not leave my subjects to be slaughtered by this rabble.
Then we shall stand by you till the end.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. I have need of your abilities, little shade. Will you help me?
I live only to serve you, King Arthas.
Finally. This is more like it. Your pain shall be legendary. Frostmourne hungers. The Dreadlord's guards are stationed outside that armory. If we can fight our way past them, we could commandeer the meat wagons held inside. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne. I call upon your loyalty. Will you serve me? Faithless coward. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Our forces are under attack.
I'll make sure you suffer. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. These piles of corpses will serve us well. We can reanimate the bodies and bolster our forces as we move. Finally. Frostmourne hunger. Ah, at last. Finally. Now, Frostmourne. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
Our forces are under attack.
This is more like it. No one orders me around. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. For the Lich King. This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Faithless coward. This is more like it. Finally.
Small king, no skin. Slay, rend, feast.
I'll make sure you suffer. Now, Frostmourne. This is more like it. We have no time for this. We must find our way out quickly. You have my thanks, ladies. But where is your mistress? Where is Sylvanas?
She sent us to find you, Great King. We've come to escort you across the river. Once we cross it, we'll take refuge in the wilderness. This is the place, sisters. We'll rest here, Great King.
Why here? We've got to find Kel'Thuzad before we...
You have been deceived. Come to my side at once. Obey.
What is happening here? Sylvanas.
You walked right into this one, Arthas. It's time to even the scales.
Traitor! What have you done to me?
It's a special poisoned arrow I made just for you. The paralysis you're experiencing now is but a fraction of the agony you've caused me.
Finish me, then.
A quick death? Like the one you gave me? No. You're going to suffer as I did. Thanks to my arrow, you can't even run. Give my regards to Hell, you son of a bitch.
Back, you mindless ones! You shall not fall today, my king.
This isn't over, Arthas. I'll never stop hunting you.
The effect of her arrow will wear off in time. All the preparations for your journey to Northrend have been made.
You have been a loyal friend, Kel'Thuzad. I don't know what the future holds, or if I'll even return. But I want you to watch over this land. See to it that my legacy endures.
I shall, King Arthas. I shall.
You seem troubled, mistress.
Aren't you, sister? Only days ago we were the Lich King's slaves. We existed only to slaughter in his name. And now, we are free.
I don't understand, mistress. I thought you'd be overjoyed.
What joy is there in this curse? We are still undead, sister. Still monstrosities. What are we if not slaves to this torment?
Lady Sylvanas. My brothers and I appreciate the role you played in overthrowing Arthas. I've come to offer you a formal invitation to join our new order.
There in Mothras. My only interest was in seeing Arthas dead. I have no time for your petty politics or power-mongering.
Careful, milady. It would be unwise to incur our wrath. We are the future of these plague lands. You can either join us and rule, or be cast aside.
I lived as a slave long enough, Dreadlord. I won't relinquish my freedom by shackling myself to you fools.
So be it. Our reply will come soon.
I'm here. Be ready. Mothras will attack soon. With only our sister banshees and a few ghouls to aid us, it will be difficult to fend him off. I'm here. The moment is upon us. I've no time for games. Done. It's time to even the scales. I've no time for games. It's time to even the scales. Of course. I've no time for games. Of course. It's time to even the scales. I've no time for games. Done. It's time to even the scales. Done. Of course. It's time to even the scales. Give the order. I've no time for games. It's time to even the scales. I've no time for games. Done. Of course. The moment is upon us. Of course. The moment is upon us. These curs were hardly worth the effort.
Perhaps, mistress, but there are more of them out there. If we could lure them to our side, they would be a great help against Mothra's forces.
How very clever of you, sister. Possessing these lowly creatures could turn the tide in our favor. We'll start with their leader. Once we have him, subverting his warriors will be child's play. I've no time for games. It's time to even the scales. Of course. You may as well surrender now, Cretan. You'll be my slave, one way or another. Damn, he never even had a chance to serve me. I've no time for games. Of course. I've no time for games. The moment is upon us. I've no time for games. Done. It's time to even the scales. Of course. It's time to even the scales. Done. The moment is upon us. Done. It's time to even the scales. Done. It's time to even the scales. I'm listening. You underestimated me, Dreadlord. Now you're going to pay.
Our forces are under attack.
I've no time for games. Of course.
Our forces are under attack.
The moment is upon us. Any final words, demon?
Sylvanas, spare my life. I beg you. I can be of service. I swear it.
Just like a demon, you'd sell your brethren out just to save your own skin. I'm listening.
I know what my brother's plans are. I know where their forces are based. Just let me serve you, and I'll help you defeat them.
All right, Baron Mothras. I'll let you prove your loyalty to me. But be warned, I'm keeping you on a short leash.
Northrend. It feels like a lifetime since I was last here. Something out there is threatening the Lich King. We must reach Icecrown quickly.
My king, we'll need to establish a base here first. But this island is nearly devoid of resources.
What the? They look like High Elves. What are they doing here?
Prince Arthas, we are the Blood Elves. We have sworn to avenge the ghost of Quel'Thalas. This dead land will be cleansed.
Northrend belongs to the Scourge, elf. You made a terrible mistake by coming here. Slay them!
Onward for the Scourge. Slay them in Ner'zhul's name.
Who the... Thanks for the assistance, Mighty One.
The Lich King sent me to aid you, Death Knight. I am Nubarak, ancient king of Ajol Nerub.
I welcome your aid, Anubarak, but we have little time for pleasantries. We must reach Icecrown immediately.